Welcome everybody to Let's Play Mega Man X5. This is 480 volts. I've been excited to do this game for a while. This is quite possibly my last Mega Man game that I'm going to Let's Play. We'll be alright. This is a pretty good game. I don't like it quite as much as I like X4, but I still love the game very much so. I definitely like it better than X1, and that's saying something because most people consider X1 to be their favorite. But let's go ahead and get it started. Now, like X4, you can play as X or Zero. Unlike X4, you're not locked into two separate modes, you know? Basically, if I choose X now, we'll just play as X throughout the intro stage. And then from every, or Zero, whatever. And then from every stage that we pick, we will have the option to play as either Zero or X throughout the entire game. I'm not gonna lie, and this is how they did it in future X games. I'm not gonna lie, I like how X4 did it better. Where you have two separate character stories, if you will. There are three main endings to the game. There's the X ending, the Zero ending, and the bad ending. I will be showing all three of them off. Even though the entire game you can play as both X or Zero whenever you choose, there are certain things that may happen depending on which one you choose first. Which one you choose in the, what do you call it? In the, intro stage. Let's show what happens when you play as X. Oh yeah, and there's no more anime cutscenes anymore. Now we just got still pictures with text dialogue. That's kind of lame, but whatever. In the year of 21XX, Mega Man X, Episode 5. It's better than X6 where they bothered to have voice acting, but it was all in Japanese.
Yes, it's ready. Piece of cake. The colony is still alive. I can let it fall at any time. Please let me do it now. I'm getting bored. All I have to do is go back to the Earth and scatter the virus.
What virus? Whoa. You're exactly what I expected. You're doing a good job. Gee, I wonder who that is.
Nobody dares to fight against you, except those stupid Maverick Hunters. I'll do anything for you. Anything.
Anything? Well, would you stand on your head and cluck like a chicken for him? Good. I'm going to Earth to execute our plan. Stay where you are and await further instruction. Oh, come on, man. Make him stand on his head and cluck like a chicken.
But I don't think you need to do it. Personally, are they really a threat? Are X and Zero really so strong that you can't let someone else do it?
Yes, in a manner of speaking. Zero, I'll show you what you really are and who your true enemy is. So should I hide the fact that that's Sigma, or... And before you say, well, you spoiled it, hang on, just a couple more seconds. This is Hunter Base. Can you hear me? X Sigma appeared suddenly and moved towards the statue, which is under construction. So they go ahead and tell you right from the start, it's Sigma. Like we didn't know that. And say hello to Alia. She's our new navigator. She's a Reploid. I guess she's okay character-wise, but she's quite annoying because she talks to you in just about every single stage to inform you of basic gameplay mechanics that you should already know. Otherwise, you would not have made it through X 1, 2, 3, or 4, or 5. Definitely not 3. We lost his trail and haven't picked up any readings since. I've lost contact with Zero, too. Where would he go? You can reach the statue by going straight in that direction. Stay alert. Several machines, even some deserted taxis, have become Mavericks in the area. Be careful. Did she really just say you could reach the statue by going straight in that direction? How do I get there? Well, I just go in that direction. Thank you, Miss Alia. But what is this madness? Oh, snap! X got his armor from X4, complete with plasma shot, complete with the hover, the air dash, which will be called in this game Fourth Armor. What do you know? He finally remembered to keep his armor on. What a terrible sight. The highway's been badly damaged. We've got to find Sigma before he destroys anything else, or we'll be in very serious trouble. I'm on the case. I'll take care of Sigma, so you don't have to. Oh, duh. And X has also seen a new upgrade since last time. He can duck! He learned how to bend his knees! That doesn't seem like much, but it can actually help you out. Like in a situation like that. Okay. Not quite in a situation like that. Other than that, X still plays just like he did before. This music is definitely not as good as his intro stage music from X4. That music was amazing. This building is seriously damaged. The walls could collapse at any second, so try not to get trapped by falling rocks. You can take advantage of the lay of the terrain. Yeah. Yeah, the rocks fall. That's never happened before. They won't kill you, but they will do a lot of freaking damage. Whoa! See, I already screwed up because I was supposed to dodge that. Or I was supposed to duck from that. Oh well, maybe I'll survive. Can you see a red rope in front of you? Jump and grab the rope carefully. Yeah, another new upgrade, he can grapple. All you do is when you see a red rope, you just jump up and press the up button. You know what? Hang on 1 minute. Okay. I reset the game because, like, I know it doesn't seem like much. The boss is not terribly hard, but I'm gonna get hit a couple times during the boss, and I really don't want to die. So I figured I'd just restart and not get that amount of damage, because I mean that freaking boulder takes a lot of health off of you. Anyway, you finally reached the statue. I lost traces of Sigma and Zero somewhere above you. But remember, the guard system of the construction site is malfunctioning as a result of the Sigma virus. Kick the guard walls quickly and climb them. In other words, the walls are closing in on us. Shut down the compactors. Looks like we're all going to be a lot thinner. Yeah, that kind of stuff. Anyway, boss time? Oh wow, the statue's following us. Wait, why does it say warning? Are we going to fight the statue? Hey, Zero. Or are we going to fight Zero?
Zero, are you alright?
I'm okay. Just a bit of a bruised ego.
Anyway, where's Sigma? He took off. Alia's looking for him now, but can't pick up any readings.
He is a virus. He can't be seen or analyzed correctly like other data. You have to feel his evil energy. That's the only way to find him.
I see. Well, you should go back to the base, Zero. You can't fight him in this condition. I can feel him. Sigma's close by. I'll leave here so as not to disturb you, but
I'll check the surrounding area before I go. Same old, I'll scout ahead. I can feel him too. Sigma is very close to us. Be careful. X. Looks like we're gonna fight the statue. Or it could just turn into Sigma. Stupid Maverick hunters. You will all feel the true Maverick power right before you die. Alright, so we're already fighting Zero. You may notice that it says he's at level 1. This game has some sort of level up system, and I'll try to explain a little more in detail. Really, all he does is you gotta shoot him in his mouth when he opens it up. And I love this music that's playing. When he shoots bubbles like that, you just duck, he'll never hit you. When he shoots those 2 orbs, they'll pause for a second and then they'll home in on you. You can wall jump above them. He does another move too, where he does that. Fires a giant laser. If you duck, you will not take damage. Even though it looks like you got hit right over your head. He's almost dead. Yeah, he's easy. And I didn't get hit at all. But sometimes I usually get hit by those bubbles, and I figured it's enough to kill you if you've already been hit by the rocks falling on you. Anyway, we killed him. We killed Sigma. That was the end. That's Mega Man X5, ladies and gentlemen. Best game ever. Oh, wait, never mind. Oh no! The Sigma virus has been leaking out. It must have spread all over and can cover the Earth by now. All the Reploids are getting severely damaged. Sigma, he lost to us on purpose. Yeah, what, did you really think we were going to fight him without 8 other Mavericks in a final area? We have to evacuate immediately. This is Hunter Ace. This is Hunter Base. Do you read me? Are you alright? Any damage? No? My nerves are a little frayed, but okay. Cygnus. I guess this guy is the leader of the Reploid army, the Maverick Hunters, I don't know. Are you alright? X-Zero? The entire Earth has been thrown into a panic because of the Sigma virus. It's dangerous to stay there. Report back to the base. Yes, sir. Darn it. Sigma, you will pay for this. Even if we fight, what good will it do? A battle won't solve the problem. Oh, I love this music. The situation is far worse than expected. Sigma's explosion has spread the virus all over the Earth. It's affecting both people and Reploids. What's worse, the space colony, Eurasia, is heading straight toward us. Oh, typical Monday morning, I'd see. At this rate, it's going to crash into the Earth in 16 hours. What is this, Sonic Adventure 2? This game has a Sonic Adventure 2 kind of feel to it, I'm not gonna lie. Everything, including Reploids and the entire human race, will be annihilated. We have no choice. For the sake of the world, we must destroy the colony. But the only weapon we have in the Hunter base that still works is the Enigma. And it's very old, because we're the Reploid army, we're the Maverick Hunters, and we don't have any good weapons. We also have a space shuttle, but it's been affected by the virus, and the autopilot function doesn't work. So we need someone to fly it to the colony and let it collide. Why is the autopilot like the first thing that always goes? You would think that would be the one thing that they would make the strongest. It's almost certain death, but we have no other choice. How's the condition of the Enigma? And Douglas? Far from perfect. In order to use the Enigma, we need to build it up with some devices. The Enigma doesn't work as is. Under the influence of the Sigma virus, a lot of Maverick Hunters have become Mavericks, and only a few Hunters remain normal. Let's join forces with the rest of our brothers and complete the Enigma. Enigma. I have trouble saying that word for some reason. Enigma. 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 There is a ranking system, and it doesn't really count in the intro stage. It's based on how quickly you got through the stage, how many enemies you defeated, and how much you took damage. The less damage you take obviously means higher ranks. The less enemies you kill means higher ranks, and the quicker you get to the stage means higher ranks. The higher your rank is, the higher are the ranks of some of the bosses that you'll face. Like when we fought Sigma, it was level 1. If you get high ranks, you'll fight like Mavericks and whatnot, they'll be at high levels. You defeat high level enemies, you can get special parts that you can equip to X or Zero. It's actually pretty cool. I'm not going to be exploiting all of it, but we'll see what I can get. In my practice run, I got some cool items, so we'll see what we can get. Though everyone's favorite, the Hyper Dash, I'm not going to get that one. Just letting you know that right now. We only have 16 hours left before the collision. We have to upgrade the Enigma before then. There are 4 Mavericks that have the devices required to enhance the Enigma. Grizzly Slash, a weapons broker. He has a crystal ball. Duff McWhalen, he lives in the ocean. We will have access to hydrogen if we can secure the ocean. Squid Adler, an ex-Mavericks hunter. He has an energy cart. Izzy Glow, a doctor of engineering. He has a laser device. If you're scratching your head, you're playing. If you're hearing these names for the first time and you're scratching your head like, that sounds familiar. Slash, Duff, Mick, Adler, Izzy. Yeah, the Mavericks in this game are named after guys from Guns N' Roses. It's actually pretty awesome. There are 4 other Mavericks, but these 4 Mavericks are the only ones who have the devices to upgrade the Enigma.
X-Zero, you are the only Maverick Hunters that can match these Mavericks. Split up so you can gather the devices. To check the devices that you have acquired, press the R1 button in the stage select screen and go to the device setup screen. To equip power-up parts, press the L1 button on the stage select screen. Prepare your equipment and fulfill your mission.
Alright, let's explain some crap. So these 4 guys have the Enigma parts. That does not mean I cannot do these 4 guys. I could actually do these 4 guys now if I wanted to. They don't block you from doing that, but they have the pieces to the shuttle. Here is the status of the Enigma. If I select Enigma shot, what will happen is we will actually use the Enigma, whether you have the pieces or not. Since we don't have the pieces, we'll most likely fail. And then they'll say, darn it, that didn't work, let's try the shuttle. And then we'll concentrate on these guys. Or, I could fire the Enigma, and that would fail. And they'd say, well, let's do the shuttle. Or I would have the option to launch the shuttle without getting any of the parts, without doing any of those stages. That would most likely fail too. The game would still run, but that would mean I would get the bad ending when I finish the game, but I would be able to do the final area. So this is a Mega Man game where you don't have to do any of these guys if you don't want to, except that, you know, you'll miss out on upgrades and hard tanks, and you'll get a bad ending and whatnot. But we'll do it like you're supposed to. We'll get the 4 guys here. We'll use the Enigma, which will most likely fail anyway. It rarely works. For story purposes, it's supposed to fail. It rarely works. If it does work, you'll go straight to the final area. I mean, well, you won't go straight to. You'll still have the option to do these guys, but you'll be able to do the final area if you want. Now, you notice it says 16 hours to collision. That's not really a hourly clock. What it is every time you enter a stage, the timer counts down 1 hour. Even if it's a stage you've already beaten. When that timer reaches 0, they'll have no choice but to, I guess, launch the shuttle. And if... or either that or the colony will collide with the Earth. Either way, the game will still run, but I think you'll get the bad ending. But what would happen... What would happen if we played through as 0 in the intro stage instead of X? Oh, well, back up. Let me show you one more thing. When you choose a stage, you can play as either X, or 4th Armor X, or 0. If you just say X, that means he won't have any armor on him, but if you play as 4th Armor, that means he'll have all his armor from Mega Man X4. But what would happen if you played through the intro stage as 0? Well, I'm glad you asked. Alright, now this music's awesome. This is Hunter Base. Can you hear me, Zero? Sigma appeared suddenly and moved toward the statue, which is under construction. X is already en route. Follow and regroup with him as soon as possible. You can reach the statue by going straight in that direction. Yeah. So you're gonna tell me everything else we've already learned. This music, I still don't think is as good as X's music in X4. It's definitely better than his music in this game. And it's better, in my opinion, than Zero's music of X4. I love this music. I love Zero's theme. Now, Zero controls just like he always had, like he did in the previous game. The only difference is he already has an air dash, so that's nice. And he can duck, as well as X. Zero is, to me, the more fun one to play as because of the slashing, close combat. So, yeah. One thing I didn't mention about this game, the thing you have to keep in mind is that this game was intended to be the final X game. And we would transition into the Mega Man Zero series. That didn't happen. Obviously, Capcom decided to continue the series against the main guy, Keiji Inafune's wishes. But at the time they made this game, they had made it with the intention of it being the last game. So this game has a very final feel type, epic type final adventure deal. Duck for that, which is what I failed to do last time. Yeah. Zero can do the rope thing just like X can. Yeah. Hang on. My cat's getting things he shouldn't be getting into. I'd be Shadow. Oh, that's no good. Let's back up. Wow, I'm failing on this. That section's not hard. It's not the first wall-crushing section we've seen in a Mega Man game, and it's definitely not the hardest. I don't know why I was screwing up. And there's X. Looks like he's been injured. X, what happened to you? You know, if you played as X, Zero would be slightly injured. Oh, you know what? I'm stupid. I forgot something. Let me back up a second. Zero has a new upgrade, and I completely forgot to talk about it. Check this out. He can fire his own buster. You press the triangle button and he fires a buster. It's a short range, and you can't charge it or anything, and it's kind of got a delay on it. I should have used it on enemies. It's okay, but it's not really a big deal. I can't believe I forgot to mention it. Alright, what do we got here? Yeah, what happened to you? I was attacked by Sigma. My armor was damaged, but I'm alright. Sigma, as usual. We can't trust him or underestimate his maliciousness. You should go back to the Hunter base. I'll be alright. I missed what he said. I think he said I'll take care of Sigma. I'm fine, even if I lost my armor. Besides, I can feel him. Sigma's very close. I can feel him too. Sigma's very close to us. Or is Sigma coming for us? After all, Hunters and Mavericks are very similar. We all simply exist? What you trying to say there, buddy? That's a little deep for this early in the game. Zero, what are you talking about? What's bothering you? I'm sure it's nothing. Anyway, I'll continue to search the surrounding area. And Zero, be careful. Signal me if you need me. Yeah. And we fight the boss. I cannot believe I almost forgot to show the buster. That's kind of significant. And yada. Oh yeah. So it a whole lot easier with Zero. You just slash Sigma's mouth. Alright, what you gonna do, buddy? Let me get the final shot with a buster. That was my own fault. Okay. Just die already. You don't have the right to live that long. Anyway, we beat him. So now let's skip all that dialogue and continue. Alright. So the main difference that occurs when you play as Zero in the intro stage, when you go to choose a Maverick, we can play as X or Zero. Oh. We can only play as X or Zero. X does not have the 4th armor. Reason is he was attacked by Sigma, he lost it. So if you play as Zero, you lose the X armor. Now if you play as X, it is Zero who is damaged. Does anything happen to him? Yeah, he loses that buster that I almost forgot to tell you about. Yeah, he loses his buster. So choose which one you want. What do you want? You want the buster, Zero's buster, which isn't that great to be honest, or do you want, you know, X's 4th armor? Really, it sounds like, well, obviously 4th armor, right? And yes, but I don't know. And I'm going to be playing it with the 4th armor available. You know, I'm going to reload the state that I had, and we'll be playing off of that where X played the intro stage. But honestly, It's not that big a deal. If you'd rather have a Zero Buster, go for it. Because the 4th armor becomes obsolete very quickly. Very quickly. In fact, we're probably only going to see it in like one stage. So, there you go. It becomes obsolete real quick. This is a game where X gets tons of armors. Anyway. In the next video, we'll begin our first Maverick. So join me then. Until then, I'm 480 Volts. See you next time.